Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is me, your girl, Goddess of Love and Truth Reacts, coming to you with another reaction video upload. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or viewer, welcome back. All of you guys' support is greatly and truly appreciated. If you have not subscribed as of yet, what are you waiting for? It is nothing. It costs you nothing, nothing. It is free. All you have to do is click that subscribe button, click that bell notification so that you never miss an upload. And so that you also help me and my channel grow by getting in and remaining in the YouTube algorithm. Liking the video also helps me get in and remain in the YouTube algorithm, which helps YouTube push my channel and videos out to a broader audience that may have not seen or heard of me as of yet. So I do truly appreciate you guys' support. And to show you that I do appreciate your support, I am doing my first subscriber give back. This will be the first of many once we reach our first milestone of 1,000 subscribers. And I am happy to say that we are almost there, you guys. We are at 990 subscribers. Yes, you heard that right. 990 subscribers and growing. So thank you guys. We only need 10 more subscribers. Once we get that extra 10 more subscribers and hit that first milestone, I will be giving away $100. So 2 of my subscribers will receive $50 each via Cash App only. So in order to qualify, you must be subscribed to the channel. You must have that bell notification on for all. And you must have Cash App. So thank you guys. Don't forget to leave your comments down below and share the video as well. All right, you guys, let's get into the video. Y'all know what time it is. On the next episode of Beyond the Gates, Season 1, Episode 31. I have to always put this laughing thing after that because every time I do that, Season 1 on the next episode, like I'm an announcer, that is too funny. All right, you guys, so we start this episode off, and look how I caught his face on this picture. If he saw this, he'd be like, girl, now why you do that? I wasn't trying to. All right, so we get to the hospital, and you see Ted is behind his nephew, Andre. Andre is working. He's doing the documentary at the hospital. And there were some nurses over at the nurses station. They was talking about something that was going on, or, just talking about their work. And when they looked over and they saw him, they kind of like scattered away when they saw him recording. So he was like, OMG. He was like, everybody's running from me. He was like, I don't know. So he's been getting discouraged about doing this because everyone's running away. See, there they are running away, and Ted's standing behind him watching him. Then we go here. So Smitty is at the house, and then Chelsea comes over with Martin, and she's coming over to bring baby girl some flowers. And let me correct myself from yesterday, because when I said that that baby cousin, now Samantha is Chelsea's cousin, but Kat is her auntie. I wasn't even thinking. I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Kat is her dad's sister. So that makes her. Hey y'all, I might leave that little last part in there because baby, that was some that was some real life stuff right there. Like, baby, when I tell y'all my heart jumped up out my body. I'm sitting up here recording this video. That's how you know it's time to take your hair down. Like, I've been procrastinating with taking my hair down, but I ordered me some hair today, and it's coming tomorrow because I did the express because I need my hair like ASAP. But let me find out. So as I'm recording this video, y'all, I know y'all don't know that I have a fear of bugs. I am terrified of bugs. I don't do bugs. I don't have a house that have bugs or anything like that because I am fearful of bugs, right? I ain't scared of nothing else. Well, snakes. A snake did get in my house one time. Child, and that was, whew. Anyway, but I'm sitting up here recording, y'all. And I had been messing with my hair. So I look down as I'm recording and I see like a ball or something. And it looked like a bug. It looked like a spider. To be honest, I don't know what it looked like. That's why I was like, and I cursed. So I'm sorry if y'all, I don't know if I'm going to leave that in there or not. I might, since I'm telling y'all. But I was like, what the F is that? But I didn't say F. I said the word. I was like, what the F is that? And then as I pulled back, it moved towards me. Duh. And I'm not realizing it's my hair. It was my hair. But it's time for it to come down. So it got, you know how your hair, when it's like time for it to come down and be getting stuck together. So I guess it was like a little matted piece at the end that I could have just pulled off. So baby, when I pulled back from it, because I didn't know what it was and it came toward me, oh yeah, I done tossed the phone. And I'm sitting up in my bed doing the recording too. I done jumped out the bed. And y'all, let me tell y'all, I'm short, right? But my bed is high up. I got the bed rail at the bottom. I got a box spring. And then I got a mattress. I think my mattress is like a 18-inch. 18 because I like my bed to be high up from the floor. And yes, y'all may ask, how do you get in that bed? Because baby, it used to be a struggle. But I have a little step thing. It's a 2-step thing that I have on the side of my bed. So I just step up here and I get right in the bed. And when I get out the bed, I get out on the side where my step is. Because I ain't trying to be sliding off the bed. But baby, when I tell y'all, I was like, screw them steps. If y'all could have saw it, y'all would be hollering. So yes, I told y'all I'm silly. Yes, I laugh at myself as well. But I was scared as okay, because I am terrified of bugs. And baby, I swear I threw this phone. Oh my goodness. I threw this phone and jumped off this bed. I can't believe I ain't break my leg. How I just jumped off, baby. I skipped over them stairs. I jumped right over. Okay. Let me get back to the thing. I think I left off when I was saying that it didn't dawn on me that Kat is her aunt and not her cousin. So Chelsea, that's who this is right here, talking to her and bringing her some flowers, and congratulating her, telling her she did a good job on the runway. And then we found out too, today, that Kat name, it didn't even register to me that that's her nickname. So, I know ain't nobody finna name their kid Kat. So her name is Catherine. I was like, oh, okay. All right, Catherine. I don't know why I thought maybe it could be Katie or something. I really never gave it any thought. But anyway, that's enough because I don't know, I already talked too much about my little scare incident just a few minutes ago. So now I'm gonna have to hurry up because I can't make this video too long. All right. So this hand is Nicole. She done found this camera that Kat still has in there. So apparently Kat did tell them, when she tried to catch Eva or whatever, and Eva deleted it. So her mom called her in there. She put it on there and she was like, didn't I tell you to take this camera out of my office? So she was like, I'm sorry. So her mom went off. She chastised her. And then she was like, do I need to, she said something about analyzing her. She was like, are you okay? And then she apologized. She said, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to analyze you, but I'm just saying what you're doing. You're doing the most. And so she was like, but you need to just trust me. I had my reasons. You see that I've called her several times in your things. And she was like, okay, but she's doing her job. She was like, okay, all right. She said, okay, I'll take the camera. She was like, no, I'll handle it this time. Because it was still in there. So then we go to the hospital. And then Laura gets her bad news. They're looking over her chart. They said something about some potassium. She had some potassium. And the girl, they done made her have went into cardiac arrest. I'm like, oh my God. So thank goodness she's okay and her heart is okay. And they said that they test one day, everything was good. Then they test another day, then the potassium was up. So they're going to keep her there for a few more weeks or whatever. So now she's sad. But she said there's no heart disease or anything in her family. So Eva comes in to work, and she's snooping, and she's here, Cat getting chastised. So look how she looking. She like, girl, So then she came in, and Nicole told her she was gonna go off to the hospital, and then she was like, I think, did she tell her that I think she told her that that Laura had a infection, so she's not getting out the hospital today, so she's gonna be there for a few more weeks. So then we go here. This is the doctor, and this is when he was telling Laura, and Laura was saying she feel fine. And that's what they were looking like when he said she gonna be there for a few more weeks. They like, what? So then we go back here, and then baby cousin Samantha is asking big cousin Chelsea about the modeling life. So she's telling her all the stuff. She's telling her the good stuff and the bad stuff. She was telling her mostly the bad things that could happen, because she kind of like, I guess, don't want her to like want to go down that road or whatever. So she told her, she even gave her an incident, but she did the good and the bad, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like she was like trying to convince her not to do it or whatever, but she really wasn't trying to convince her to do it either. So she even told her about how one of her friends, she was saying about like the industry, how the people can be mean or whatever. Then you can have some people that's cool. You have people you think is your friends, they're not your friends. Then she said that this one girl, she had an eating disorder, end up, going to the hospital or whatever. So she was like, she's thankful that, well, baby girl said, well, good thing you had your mom, because she was there for you or whatever. And so she was like, yeah. So yeah, she was just pretty much telling her the ins and outs of people and what they do. So then we go back here, and then Andre's feeling some type of way. He's getting discouraged because he feel like he's not going to be able to complete the documentary, because every time when people see him recording, then they hurry off. They don't want him recording them or whatever. So Ted was like, sometimes they talk about stuff and they don't want it to be recorded because it could be HIPAA. They got to be careful about what they say, which is true. So you can't just be recording people at the hospital when they don't know, because what if they have to talk about patients or whatever, but if you recording it, that could be like a HIPAA violation for real. So he was just trying to encourage him and tell him, he was like, when you did that lying, he was like, how long did it take? I know you had to have some patience. So they talked about that. So he just, let him know, you cool. If I didn't think you was capable for this job, I wouldn't have had you to do it. You just got to be patient, and you got to just get the job done. So he just, putting confidence in him. So then he see them over there talking again. So you see what he finna do. He finna sit down and sneak record them so they don't know. And then they don't. So they talking. And it was a good thing. They was like a little discouraged about their job, and then like some of the patients, and then you got Shanice telling them, oh, well, it's good. She was like, well, it's gonna be ups and it's gonna be downs, and y'all good, what I'm saying? Just just the same way that Ted just did, him encouraging them to do their job and letting them know it's good times and it's bad times. Same thing here. I already told y'all what they were talking about and they was doing them. So, and let me tell y'all one more thing for this. So after she told her all of this, this girl here said, so can you be my manager? And she was like, what? After everything I told you, you still want to pursue this? And she was like, yes, like wholeheartedly. And she was like, she don't know. She was like, you need to talk to your dad and them first. And I was like, oh my God, that's going to break Danny heart too, because I thought she was going to ask Danny. And Danny probably thinks she was going to ask her too, but I don't know. We'll see. Danny wasn't in this episode. So then we go here. This is Smitty and Martin. And then Martin gave Smitty a pen. They was, reminiscing about when they first met. And I guess that was the pen that Smitty wrote his number down. And then he said he gonna RSVP to be in his life permanently or something like that. Then they was talking about their kids and their family, just talking about the things that they want in life with their family and how they're happy with each other and want to continue growing. So then we have Kat and Tomas. They sitting there talking. I kind of really, since I had my scare, I did forget what they was talking about. What was Kat telling Tomas? I know she was talking about her business and stuff like that. I don't know if they talked about anything important, but she was telling him that she finna be busy, so she might not have time to, date all the time or whatever. So, if he can deal with that, cool. So he cool. So then here goes Psycho. Like, y'all, here she go with this wig, honey. At least it ain't the poodle wig no more. So she come up into the hospital and she just wait for that lady to walk off. As soon as that lady walk off, ain't nobody over there. She done went over here and she done got into the file. Like, how she got a password and stuff like that to get up in there? And boom, pulled up Laura's information. And then Shanice came in there and busted her. Like, what are you doing? She's like, you must be new. She was like, if you knew that, don't mean you come in here and just be doing stuff. So she put on her little fake accent, talking about she been there a couple of days. And Shanice said, what is your name? And then she said, what is your name? So Shanice told her name. And then she was like, oh, I love your name and this and that there. And I love, that you're doing your job. Shanice like, what is your name? So she wasn't trying to tell her. So she done made up some damn name or whatever. And Shanice went for it. I'm like, girl, you should have been checking with somebody, check her credentials or something. You never seen this lady before and you just allow her to leave after she done been on this computer. Like, girl. And Shanice had it, when she walked off, she kind of like sensed something wasn't right. But you need to ask, like, that's a big HIPAA violation right there. You know what I'm saying? And where was Andre at with his damn camera at that time? So that's them. They still talking about the same thing. So then we go here, you look like her, you see she frantic, and Andre caught this, unfortunately. So she was the doctor was like, did you fill out this I forgot what is it called, not paperwork, but the chart, the medical chart. And she was like, yeah. She was like, something wrong. Then she looked at it and she was like, oh, the decimal is in the wrong point, in the wrong place. So she gave the right doses, but she put the decimal in the wrong place, which can cause a lot of problems. If anything is incorrect on people's medical charts and then the next person don't know, and they might be like, oh, well, we don't need to give them this because they already had that, or we need to give them more because they didn't get enough, that can cause somebody to die. So she was like distraught or whatever, and Andre caught it on camera. Look at him. And then she saw that and she was like, please. She was like, if you care anything about me, you'll delete that. And he was like, but you just made a mistake. It's okay. You knew immediately what it was. So he was trying to tell her to come down. He said, well, let's just talk about it. He was like, let me turn on the camera and you tell us how you feel about making that mistake and how you saw the error. And the doctor told her, don't let it happen no more. And she said it won't. And he was like, he know it won't or whatever, but he had to still bring it to her attention. So he started recording her and she started talking about it. She was doing good. She felt bad about it, but as she kept talking, she started to realize, okay, yes, we do make mistakes, and I can't make mistakes like that or whatever, but she's showing that she's really passionate about her job and she cares about her patients as well. So then here come her boyfriend, got off the elevator or whatever. And then right there, he didn't even, Andre didn't know the boyfriend came, but he asked him, he was like, well, how does it feel like when you have personal people here? So she started talking about her boyfriend. Then she started reminiscing about him being in the hospital. And then she just got all choked up, and he did too, child. They both got choked up. So then we got Eva sitting there looking at her daydreaming. There go Tamaz. I'm talking fast because I got to get this video ended, especially since I had the little mishap. Okay. So Tamaz come over there, he sit down, he talks to Eva. Eva, he want to know, he said he need to get an umbrella. She was like, what do you need the umbrella for? He said, because that dark cloud over your head is going to pour down rain in it any time. She was like, oh, whatever. So she told him that, she was upset because Nicole, that Laura about to get out the hospital and she's doing better. And he was like, wait, shouldn't that be a good thing? And then she was like, yeah, I'm not upset about that. I'm happy for her. But she was like, I won't have a job no more. I'm not going to be working for Nicole because it was, her job. And he said, but you knew it was temporary. And she was like, yeah, I knew, but hey, it is what it is. Oh, and that's another thing. Eva, when she was listening, did I even show that part yet? When Eva was listening to Nicole and Ted talk, they was like, what are they gonna do? Well, Nicole wanted to know what she was gonna do with Eva. Now, the other day, Nicole was like, is it bad to have two personal assistants? So I thought she was gonna keep her and have two personal assistants. But they decided they gonna get her a job at the country club as a hairstylist. So Eva ain't trying to hear that. She ain't trying to be no hairstylist at the country club. All right, so then we go here to the brother and sis, Samantha. She tell her brother that she want to be a model, and he was like, they not gonna let you do that. They won't even let you date. Now, I thought they said that they were gonna let her know that night. I guess they forgot because she did the runway, so they haven't told her yet that she can date. So he was saying, he was looking at his phone. He like, how many different memes can they make of him in his shorts or whatever? I mean, his boxes. So now Kat is talking with Chelsea. Chelsea is telling Kat that her niece wants to be a model, and that she wants her to be her manager, and Kat think it's great. And she was like, what? Did you hear what I said? She was like, yeah, who's better to do it? And then she was like, I thought I was getting away from this, and now I'm pulling back to it. She's not feeling it. But I mean, hopefully they get Danny to do it. And so she was like, girl, you got this. Who better than you? So then we go back here, and I already told y'all about how she got happy. So that's her smiling. So we go back to them, and they're still talking about that. She already told him that she want to be a model. He didn't think she was serious. I don't know what that is in his hand. Oh, I think the phone. He was still talking about the memes. The memes. Okay, so then they come in. Oh, so I did go before that. So this is where Ted and Nicole was talking about sending Eva to the country club and working, and that's when she was eavesdropping. I thought I had already passed that. So they're sitting down and they're having a moment because, you know, she was happy to be able to help her boyfriend, but she was also reminded about how his job is, you know, dangerous or whatever. So she worried about him. So they was talking, and they, you know, just tell each other that, you know, they love each other. She said she would never ask him to not be a firefighter, just like he said he would not ask her to be a nurse, you know what I'm saying? Because they both have people life in their hands, because she's dealing with people on the medical level, and then he's dealing with people that's, you know, going through another emergency. Both people are working in an emergency situation. So they were just comforting each other, which was cool to see. So then he stands up, Tyrone stands up, and he was like, I'm ready to confess. He was like, I need to talk to Dad or whatever. And I'm like, okay, well, they both dead. Who you talking to? So I guess Martin is the manly dad, I guess, because when he said, okay, we could talk, and then he was like, no, this is a guy's thing. And I'm like, well, shit, they both guys. Okay, whatever. So him and Martin, they go off to go upstairs and talk, because he wanted to tell Martin now what's been going on. And he was like, I do need y'all help or whatever. So I'm glad he finna go on and talk to them. So then the other dad, he sits down. He was like, okay, it's good that he's coming out, but he was like, y'all think y'all slick. He was like, I know the divide and conquer. So what is it that you want to tell me? Because y'all wanted to separate, and they did that. So she told him she wanted to be a model. I don't know why. I should have started that yesterday, because now I keep wanting to say it modeler, because like brand. So then Eva come home, and she's telling her mom that she was upset because Nicole and them want her to work at the salon at the country club, you know what I'm saying? So she like, I don't want to do that. That's not what she want to do. And then her mom, and then she also told her mom that Laura is going to be in the hospital for at least 3 more weeks because she caught an infection. And she was like, oh, that's great. And Eva was like, what, are you crazy? That's not great. The girl is sick, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, did you have anything to do with that? And then her mom looking at her like, no, of course I wouldn't have anything to do with that. So how would I give her an infection? And then Eva looking at her like that, because she don't trust her. She don't believe it. And it's a good thing that she don't. And I think this was the last thing. I think it went off after this. So yeah, she left, and Eva looking like, I know you lying. I know you did something. So yep, that was all that pretty much happened today. We didn't see Danny and them or nobody else. That was all today. So let me know what y'all think about today's episode. Y'all don't be commenting on this, but that's cool. If y'all want to comment, I'll read them and I'll reply back. If y'all don't, that's cool. But thank y'all for tuning in. I see yesterday's video got a lot of likes, more likes than I normally get, and it got a few more views than what they normally get. So thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for coming back and tuning in. So we will continue to review Beyond the Gates. Hopefully it'll continue to grow. So thank you guys again. I appreciate all your guys' support. Again, if you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, click that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all, so that you never miss an upload. And as we say before we go, love, peace, and hair grease. Smooches. Bye.